Madrid, Spain. Match night. More than 80,000 fans filled the Santiago Bernabéu. The lights are blinding. The noise is deafening. Millions more are watching from around the world. Above ground, it looks like football's grandest stage. But beneath the chanting crowds, beneath the cameras, beneath the concrete and steel, an entirely different world exists, a hidden network of corridors, access routes, service tunnels, control rooms, security zones, and underground systems stretches beneath one of the most famous stadiums on Earth. Most supporters will never see it. Most don't even know it exists. And yet every match, every concert, every VIP arrival, every emergency response depends on it. So what exactly lies beneath the Santiago Bernabéu? And why did engineers spend billions transforming what was once an ordinary stadium basement into one of the most advanced underground systems in world sport? The answer reveals a secret world hidden beneath millions of feet. And what happens underground is often more important than what happens on the pitch. Act 1. The world below. To understand the tunnels beneath the Bernabéu, you first have to understand the scale of the stadium itself. For decades, the Bernabéu was already one of football's most iconic venues. Legends walked its pitch, champions were crowned, history was written under its floodlights. But there was a problem. Modern football was changing, fans expected more, events were becoming larger, security requirements were becoming stricter. Technology was advancing faster than ever, and Real Madrid faced a difficult question. How do you modernize a football cathedral without destroying its soul? The answer would lead engineers underground, far underground. What happened next changed everything. Because the future of the Bernabéu would not be built above the surface, it would be built underneath it. And that's where things get interesting. Act 2. The hidden network. When people think of stadium tunnels, they imagine a simple corridor leading players to the pitch. The reality is far more complex. Beneath the Bernabéu exists an enormous operational network, a hidden city supporting the stadium above. There are service corridors, security routes, technical passages, storage areas, maintenance systems, control centers, loading zones, emergency access routes, and specialized underground spaces designed to move people, equipment, and resources without disrupting the experience above. Every match day begins underground, long before fans arrive, long before players warm up, long before television broadcasts begin. Workers move through the hidden corridors, supplies arrive, equipment is checked, security teams deploy, operations centers activate, thousands of individual tasks begin. Most supporters never notice because they aren't supposed to. The system is designed to remain invisible. The better it works, the less anyone sees it. But that was just the beginning, because engineers had a much bigger ambition, one that would completely redefine stadium design. Act 3. The Engineering Revolution. In the 21st century, Real Madrid launched one of the most ambitious stadium renovation projects ever attempted. The goal wasn't simply renovation, it was transformation. The club wanted the Bernabéu to operate like a futuristic entertainment complex, not just a football stadium, a year-round destination, a venue capable of hosting football, concerts, conventions, esports events, and international spectacles. There was only one problem: space. The stadium sits in the heart of Madrid. Expansion outward was limited. Expansion upward was difficult, so engineers looked downward, and what they built became one of the most fascinating secrets beneath the Bernabéu: a massive underground infrastructure system, The system made one fatal mistake, or at least that's what critics believed. Many doubted the project could work. The risks were enormous. Construction was taking place around an active stadium. Operations had to continue. Events still had to happen. Millions of visitors still needed access. One major failure could become an international embarrassment. They didn't know what was coming, because engineers were about to achieve something extraordinary. ACT-4, the underground field vault. Among all the hidden features beneath the Bernabéu, one stands above the rest, or rather, one lies below the rest. The retractable pitch storage system. At first glance, the grass looks completely normal. Fans see a football field. Nothing unusual, but beneath that field sits one of the most advanced engineering systems in sports. The playing surface is divided into enormous sections. When required, those sections can be moved underground into a specially designed storage vault, deep below the stadium, protected from events taking place above. It sounds almost impossible, yet it works. The grass can be preserved underground while concerts or other events take place on the stadium floor. This allows the venue to host multiple types of events without destroying the playing surface. For decades, stadium operators around the world struggled with the same problem. Concerts damaged grass, heavy equipment damaged fields. Recovery took weeks, sometimes months. The Bernabéu's underground system offered a different solution. Move the pitch itself, store it safely below ground, then bring it back when football returns. Simple in theory, extraordinary in practice. What happened next stunned the sports world. Engineers around the globe began studying the project. Architects analyzed the design. Stadium operators took notice. Because the Bernabéu wasn't simply upgrading, it was redefining what a stadium could become. ACT-5, the control centers. But the tunnels aren't just about infrastructure, they're about control. Every major modern stadium requires constant monitoring, security cameras, communications systems, emergency coordination, crowd management, technical operations. Many of these systems connect through hidden operational spaces beneath the stadium, while fans celebrate goals above. Teams of specialists monitor information below. A single incident can trigger coordinated responses. Medical teams, security personnel, technical crews, operations managers. Everything is connected. Everything is planned. Everything is rehearsed. Because when tens of thousands of people gather in one place, preparation becomes essential. Most fans never see these systems, and that's exactly how stadium operators want it. The best security operation is often the one nobody notices. But that was just the beginning, because beneath the Bernabéu, technology and tradition were about to collide. ACT-6, the modern fortress. The Santiago Bernabéu is no longer just a football stadium, it has become something else, a technological fortress, a massive machine disguised as a sporting venue. Above ground, supporters see goals, trophies, celebrations, history. Below ground, an entirely different story unfolds, a story of engineers, architects, security planners, construction crews, technology specialists, thousands of people whose work remains largely invisible. Without them, the spectacle above would not exist. Every cheer heard inside the stadium depends on systems hidden beneath it. Every event relies on infrastructure nobody applauds. Every successful match begins long before kickoff, deep underground. This is where things get interesting, because the greatest secret of the Bernabéu isn't a hidden room, or a forgotten tunnel, or a mysterious passageway. It's the realization that modern football is powered by an unseen world operating beneath the surface. Aftermath. Today, millions of visitors admire the Santiago Bernabéu. They photograph the exterior, they watch matches, they celebrate victories. Few stop to think about what lies below their feet. Yet beneath every seat, beneath every staircase, beneath every roar of the crowd, a hidden network keeps the entire stadium alive. The tunnels beneath the Bernabeu are more than concrete corridors. They represent the evolution of football itself, from a simple sporting venue to a global entertainment machine, a machine powered by invisible systems, silent operations, and engineering ingenuity hidden from public view. Because sometimes the most important part of a stadium isn't what the cameras show, it's what they don't. And beneath the lights of Madrid, the secret world below continues to work in silence, waiting for the next match, waiting for the next crowd, waiting beneath history itself.